Hello and welcome to Explain the Charts. Today is March 13th, 2025, and we are diving into the USDCHF currency pair, looking at both the current news and the chart data to formulate a trading strategy. Recent news indicates that the US dollar initially faced volatility due to Trump's trade policies and economic slowdown signals, but has since risen against the Swiss franc. UBS analysts also predict that the Swiss National Bank will lower its policy rate by 25 basis points this month, with Swiss inflation falling to a near four-year low in February. President Trump's tariff threats against Canada and Europe could also fuel inflation, keeping the Fed's policy restrictive, bolstering the dollar. Let's head into the charts to see what we can expect in both the short and long term. Looking at the daily chart, we see a long-term downward trend, with some pullbacks that were quickly sold. We need to narrow into this year to get a better idea of the current situation, where we can see it forming a new trading range. Zooming in, we can see the price action is still within a relatively defined channel, between roughly 0.877 and 0.916. The recent surge and subsequent consolidation suggest that the market is indecisive, but it is leaning bullish, as the surge was a far stronger move than the dips. We need to watch for a breakout beyond either of these levels, which is going to be the signal for a strong directional move. Let's switch to the hourly chart. Here we see even more clearly that the price surged up recently. This could be an anticipation of some of those factors we mentioned in the news, such as tariffs and trade wars escalating, which keeps the Fed's policy restrictive and could raise the dollar's value. We are still in an upward direction on this time frame, so let's look at some support and resistance. Support appears to be at 0.877, followed by 0.87, while resistance is around 0.885, but much more strongly at 0.89. A break above 0.89 could signal a move towards 0.90, but it faces stiff resistance. Conversely, a drop below 0.877 could see a retest of the 0.87 level, and below that could potentially bring USDCHF to multi-month lows, as mentioned in the recent news. Let's switch to the 15-minute chart and narrow into the current trend. We're seeing that the price has been consolidating around 0.883 the past few days. It's been staying mostly in the range of 0.882 to 0.883. Let's summarize our predictions. In the short term, the price may be confined to the 0.882 to 0.883 channel. If there is a breakout above 0.885, expect it to test the resistance at 0.89. On the other hand, a drop below 0.882 will likely lead to testing of 0.877. In the longer term, a break above 0.9 will signal further bullish momentum, and if the US dollar falls through the cracks and goes below 0.87, that could usher in a longer downtrend. Keep an eye on news about tariff escalations or SNB's policy changes, as they can reinforce these probabilities. Thanks for watching Explain the Charts.